Mrs. Johnson is 74 and lives in sunny Florida. For most of her life, she loved her morning walks, greeting neighbors, and enjoying the fresh air. But recently something changed. Her legs began to feel weak, heavy, and at night she was woken up by painful cramps that robbed her of rest. At first she thought, well, this must be what aging feels like. Many people believe the same thing. They accept weak legs, poor circulation, or sleepless nights with cramps as an unavoidable part of getting older. But here at Golden Age Health, we see it differently. What if I told you these struggles are not just about age? In fact, much of this suffering can be prevented, hidden not in expensive treatments, but right inside the fruit basket on your kitchen table. Science shows that over 60% of adults above 65 experience muscle cramps or leg weakness regularly. Yet many of them could ease these symptoms simply by choosing the right everyday foods. Weak legs and cramps are not destiny. They are signals from your body asking for help, and the right choices can give you that help. That is why this video is so important. Today, we will uncover simple but powerful fruits that can bring strength back to your legs, improve blood flow, and reduce painful cramps. These are foods you already know, but you may not realize how they can work like natural medicine for your muscles. Now let me ask you this. Have you ever felt your legs give out just when you needed them most? Have you ever woken up in the night with a cramp so sharp that it forced you out of bed? If that has ever happened to you, type 1 in the comments. If you've never experienced it, type 0. We want to hear your stories because at Golden Age Health we read and reply to every comment. And before we dive deeper, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right now. That way, you'll never miss another science-backed tip that could help keep your body stronger, healthier, and more independent each day. Here is the truth. The foods you eat can either slow down your legs or set them free. In the next few minutes, we will explore 6 fruits that act like natural protectors against weakness and cramps. These are not exotic or impossible to find. In fact, most of them might already be sitting in your kitchen. The secret is knowing how to use them the right way, consistently, so your legs don't just survive, they thrive. And to make it even more practical, I'll share the real stories of people just like you who discovered how changing a simple habit restored their energy, balance, and confidence. You'll see that with the right foods and a little knowledge, aging does not have to mean slowing down. So stay with me until the end, because the last fruit on this list is often called the anti-cramp fruit. And chances are, you already have it at home. The answer may be much simpler than you think. Fruit 1, jackfruit. Have you ever walked past a jackfruit at the market and thought it was nothing more than a big, sweet snack? The truth is, this tropical fruit hides a secret that can make your legs feel lighter, stronger, and far less prone to painful cramps. Jackfruit is naturally rich in potassium, one of the most important minerals for muscle health. Potassium helps balance electrolytes in the body, keeping your muscles from contracting too tightly. Without enough of it, your legs may cramp, spasm, or feel unusually weak. In fact, research from Harvard shows that diets rich in potassium can cut the risk of muscle cramps and weakness in older adults by up to 40%. That is not a small number, it is life-changing. But jackfruit's power doesn't stop there. It also contains vitamin B6, which supports communication between your nerves and muscles. When your nerves and muscles speak clearly, you move with confidence, coordination improves, and that tingling or numb feeling in your feet becomes less frequent. Combine that with jackfruit's natural fiber, which improves circulation and keeps energy levels steady, and you have a fruit that supports your legs in more ways than one. Let me share a story. Robert, a 68-year-old retired bus driver from Texas, struggled with sudden cramps in his calves. Sometimes they struck during long walks. Other times they woke him at night with such intensity that he had to stand up just to stretch them out. At first, he thought it was poor circulation, maybe even something permanent. But his doctor explained that his potassium levels were lower than normal. Instead of turning only to supplements, Robert began adding jackfruit to his weekly diet, fresh when in season, frozen or dried when not. Within a few weeks, He noticed fewer nighttime cramps and more steady energy during his daily walks. His wife even joked that he moved with the ease of a man 10 years younger. Tip: if you live in a place where fresh jackfruit isn't common, don't worry. You can buy it frozen or canned in water, never in syrup. Blend it into a smoothie, toss it into a fruit salad, or bake it lightly as a side dish. The key is not eating it once and forgetting, it's consistency. A few servings each week can slowly rebuild strength and stability in your legs. Here's a little upgrade for you. Pair jackfruit with water or a hydrating fruit like melon. This combination not only restores potassium, but also supports hydration, which is another key factor in preventing cramps. Seniors often underestimate how much water their muscles need to function properly. A simple bowl of jackfruit with chilled water on the side can do wonders. Jackfruit is more than just a sweet tropical treat. Think of it as a natural muscle protector, one that provides minerals, vitamins, and fiber working together to support your circulation and strength. If Robert could find relief and confidence again, imagine what it could do for you. And remember, this is only the beginning. Because while jackfruit is impressive, the next fruit on our list might surprise you even more. It is small, sweet, and often overlooked, yet it has a unique power to regulate muscle contractions faster than almost anything else. Fruit 2. Plums. When most people think of plums, they picture a juicy summer snack, something sweet and refreshing on a warm afternoon. But very few realize how powerful these little purple fruits can be when it comes to keeping your legs strong, your muscles free of cramps, and your circulation flowing smoothly. Like jackfruit, plums are loaded with potassium. But what makes plums special is how quickly that potassium goes to work, regulating muscle contractions and easing the tightness that can strike in the middle of the night. Researchers at the Mayo Clinic have found that proper potassium intake can reduce nighttime cramping episodes in seniors by as much as 35%, especially when combined with proper hydration. Take Janet, a 71-year-old grandmother from Ohio. She loved tending her garden but often had to stop after just 30 minutes because her calves tightened painfully. At first, she thought it was arthritis, but after a simple blood test, her doctor explained that her potassium levels were low. Janet began replacing her afternoon cookies with 2 fresh plums. Within a month, she noticed something remarkable. She could garden longer, with less pain, and her energy carried her through the day. Even her doctor was pleased when her blood pressure readings improved, since potassium-rich fruits like plums also support heart health. But potassium is only half the story. Plums are also rich in polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that protect your blood vessels from damage. Healthy blood vessels mean better circulation to your legs, and better circulation means less of that heavy, dragging feeling that so many older adults complain about. A study in the Journal of Nutrition highlighted that seniors who ate polyphenol-rich fruits regularly had stronger bones and improved circulation. So with plums, you're not only calming muscle cramps, you're protecting the very structure of your legs. Tip: plums can be enjoyed fresh when in season, but they're also excellent when sliced into breakfast cereal or oatmeal. For seniors with a sweet tooth, swapping out processed desserts for plums is a simple way to cut sugar and boost leg strength at the same time. Even prunes, dried plums provide benefits, especially for digestion, though fresh plums give the added hydration that muscles crave. Here's another advantage many people overlook. Plums help with bone density. Strong muscles alone aren't enough. You need strong bones to support them. Plums provide compounds that help reduce bone loss, which is especially important for older adults facing the risk of frailty or fractures. That means plums are pulling double duty, protecting your muscles and your bones. Imagine this. You enjoy a bowl of fresh plums in the afternoon, and not only do you satisfy your sweet craving naturally, but you're also strengthening the very foundation of your legs. Over time, the difference is noticeable. You walk farther, climb stairs with less effort, and sleep without being jolted awake by painful cramps. So next time you see plums at the store, don't just pass them by. Think of them as more than fruit. Think of them as tiny protectors for your legs and circulation. And if plums sound impressive, wait until you hear about the next fruit. Because this one doesn't just fight cramps, it makes your legs feel lighter, especially when the summer heat sets in. Fruit 3. Cantaloupe. When the summer heat rises, many older adults notice their legs feel heavier, weaker, and more likely to cramp. One of the most overlooked reasons for this is dehydration, and that's where cantaloupe comes in, a refreshing melon that does far more than cool you down. Cantaloupe is made of nearly 90% water, which makes it a natural hydrator. Proper hydration is one of the simplest yet most powerful defenses against muscle cramps. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention notes that dehydration is among the leading causes of cramps in seniors, especially in hot weather or after even light physical activity. Take George, a 73-year-old retired mechanic from Arizona. During the summer, he loved to walk in the evenings, but his legs often felt like they weighed 100 pounds each. At times, his calves cramped so badly he had to sit down on the curb and wait for the pain to pass. His daughter encouraged him to eat more hydrating fruits, and George decided to try chilled cantaloupe in the afternoons. Within weeks, the cramps became less frequent, his energy improved, and he even slept more peacefully because his legs no longer woke him at night. But hydration is just the beginning. Cantaloupe is also rich in potassium, which helps muscles contract and relax smoothly, and vitamin A, a nutrient that protects muscle tissue from damage caused by oxidative stress. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that diets rich in carotenoids, the same compounds that give cantaloupe its bright orange color, were linked to reduced muscle weakness in older adults. That means every slice of cantaloupe is doing double duty, hydrating your body and protecting your muscles at the same time. Tip: the best time to eat cantaloupe is in the afternoon or early evening, especially after being outdoors. That's when your body is most in need of fluid replacement. Keep cubes of cantaloupe chilled in the refrigerator for a quick snack, blend it into a smoothie with yogurt for an energizing breakfast, or pair it with fresh mint for a refreshing summer salad. The natural sweetness makes it an excellent replacement for sugary desserts, giving you flavor and nutrition without the extra calories. Here's another bonus. Cantaloupe's high water and nutrient content also supports better circulation. When your blood flows freely, your muscles receive oxygen more efficiently, reducing the fatigue and heaviness that often comes with age. Many people overlook how much circulation and hydration go hand in hand. Cantaloupe bridges both effortlessly. And here's a little trick. If plain water feels boring, try infusing your water with a few cubes of cantaloupe. Not only does it add a subtle sweetness, but it also provides extra electrolytes. Seniors who struggle with drinking enough water often find this method much easier. So, the next time you feel your legs dragging in the heat, think of cantaloupe not just as a fruit, but as a natural cooling system for your muscles. It hydrates, nourishes, and strengthens all in one. But we're not stopping there. Because while cantaloupe refreshes your body, the next item on our list isn't even a solid fruit. It's a natural drink that athletes and older adults alike swear by for fast recovery and steady muscle support. Fruit 4. Coconut water. If you've ever watched athletes after a long run or intense training, you might notice they often reach for a sports drink. But what if I told you there's a natural alternative that works just as well, and sometimes even better? That drink is coconut water, often called nature's electrolyte solution. Coconut water is rich in potassium, magnesium, and sodium, the very trio of minerals your muscles need to function properly. These minerals regulate muscle contractions, prevent spasms, and restore balance after you lose fluids through sweat or daily activity. Unlike commercial sports drinks, Coconut water is free of artificial colors, chemicals, and heavy sugars. That makes it not only healthier but also more senior-friendly. Clinical research published in the Journal of Physiological Anthropology found that coconut water rehydrated participants just as effectively as popular sports drinks. The difference: coconut water did it naturally, without added ingredients that can strain the heart or kidneys in older adults. Here's why this matters. When your electrolyte levels dip, something that can happen easily in hot weather or even after light gardening, your muscles lose their rhythm. Instead of contracting and relaxing smoothly, they seize up into painful cramps. Coconut water closes that gap, giving your muscles the minerals they need to stay steady and strong. Consider this: a single cup of coconut water can contain more potassium than a banana. Potassium works hand in hand with magnesium to keep cramps away, while sodium replaces what you lose through sweat. Together, they form a natural shield against cramps, heaviness, and fatigue. Take Maria, a 70-year-old grandmother who loved working in her backyard. Every summer, she found herself exhausted after only an hour outdoors, with cramps that sent her back inside before she was ready. A friend suggested she try coconut water. Instead of sugary sodas, Maria drank a small glass after her gardening sessions. Within 2 weeks, she noticed fewer cramps, more energy, and better stamina. She even told us that she could now enjoy her roses for hours without needing frequent breaks. Tip: you don't need to drink liters of coconut water. One small glass after light exercise, a walk, or even a session of house cleaning is enough to restore balance. For variety, try mixing coconut water with a splash of orange juice or blending it with fresh berries for a naturally flavored hydration drink. Another creative trick: freeze coconut water into ice cubes and drop them into smoothies. They'll chill your drink and add a hidden nutrient boost. Another overlooked benefit of coconut water is how it supports circulation. By improving hydration and electrolyte balance, it helps your heart pump blood more efficiently to your legs. This means less heaviness, less fatigue, and better recovery after activity. Seniors who feel their legs dragging by the afternoon often find a simple glass of coconut water revives them without the jitters that coffee or tea can bring. Think of coconut water as more than a refreshing drink. Think of it as a gentle but powerful helper that keeps your muscles nourished and your body balanced. It's a small habit that can make a big difference in how steady and strong your legs feel each day. And before we move on, let me ask, have you ever tried coconut water after exercise or activity and felt the difference? If yes, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. And don't forget to subscribe to GoldenAgeHealth so you won't miss the next powerful tip. Because while coconut water can do wonders for hydration and cramps, the next fruit on our list takes things to another level. With its creamy texture and healthy fats, it doesn't just prevent cramps, it actively improves blood flow and helps protect against age-related muscle loss. Fruit 5. Avocado. When most people think of avocados, they picture guacamole at a summer picnic or a slice of toast at breakfast. But this creamy green fruit is far more than a trendy food. For your legs, avocados are a powerhouse, protecting you from cramps, supporting circulation, and even slowing down age-related muscle loss. Avocados are loaded with potassium and magnesium, a duo that works together to keep your muscles contracting smoothly and prevent painful spasms. According to research from the National Institutes of Health, older adults with higher magnesium intake report fewer nighttime cramps and better overall muscle function. Potassium, meanwhile, ensures that your muscles can both contract and relax properly, helping you avoid that sudden lockup that can ruin a good night's sleep. But here's where avocados stand out. They are rich in healthy fats, which improve circulation and support the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin E. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reach your leg muscles, helping them stay energized and strong. For seniors, This translates into fewer moments of leg heaviness and more confidence during everyday activities like walking, climbing stairs, or dancing. Take Linda, a 69-year-old from New Mexico. She loved line dancing at her community center, but cramps often forced her to sit down halfway through. Her doctor explained that her magnesium levels were low and her circulation wasn't optimal. Instead of turning only to supplements, Linda added half an avocado to her breakfast 3 times a week. Within a month, her legs no longer locked up during practice, and she even joined a longer dance session without discomfort. Her friends noticed her renewed energy, and Linda felt not only stronger but also happier being able to stay active with the people she loved. Tip: eating avocados regularly is the key. Spread mashed avocado on whole grain toast for a filling breakfast. Slice it into salads at lunch. Blend it into a smoothie for a creamy texture without dairy. Or keep it simple. Sprinkle a little salt and pepper on half an avocado and enjoy it with a spoon. For seniors who want variety, try pairing avocado with tomato slices or boiled eggs for an easy, nutrient-rich snack. Beyond cramps and circulation, avocados help fight sarcopenia, the gradual muscle loss that affects nearly 1 in 3 adults over 60. This is where the combination of potassium, magnesium, and heart-healthy fats in avocados really shines. Together, they help preserve muscle tissue, protect against weakness, and support long-term independence. Here's another upgrade. Avocados are also a natural source of B vitamins, which play a critical role in energy production. Seniors who feel fatigue or heaviness in their legs often benefit from foods that support both muscles and nerves, and avocado covers both. That's why many nutritionists call it a functional food, because it supports multiple systems at once. And if you worry about getting bored with avocados, here's a trick. Make a simple avocado dip by mashing it with a little lemon juice and olive oil. Use it as a spread for crackers, vegetables, or even as a topping for baked sweet potatoes. This not only keeps your meals interesting, but also ensures your body receives a steady supply of leg-strengthening nutrients. Avocados are not just delicious. They are a long-term investment in your mobility and comfort. They calm cramps, improve circulation, and protect against muscle decline, all while being versatile enough to fit into almost any meal. So the next time you see an avocado, don't just think of guacamole. Think of it as one of nature's best tools for keeping your legs strong, steady, and pain-free. And speaking of classic fruits, the final one on our list is already famous for fighting cramps. It's likely sitting in your kitchen right now, and many athletes call it the anti-cramp fruit. Let's talk about bananas. Fruit 6. Bananas. If there's one fruit most people already associate with muscle health, it's the banana. Often called the anti-cramp fruit, bananas are one of the easiest and most effective ways to keep your legs strong, steady, and free of painful spasms. A single medium banana provides about 10% of your daily potassium needs. Potassium is essential for proper muscle contractions. It ensures your muscles can both tighten and release smoothly. Without it, muscles are more likely to spasm, leaving you with sudden cramps during the night or even in the middle of an activity. But bananas offer more than just potassium. They are also rich in vitamin B6, which supports communication between nerves and muscles. That means fewer episodes of tingling or numbness in the legs, especially for older adults. In addition, bananas provide easily digestible carbohydrates, giving your muscles quick access to energy when you need it most. That's why athletes often eat them before or after exercise. And for seniors, this same benefit helps reduce fatigue and heaviness in the legs throughout the day. Let's look at Frank, a 72-year-old retired firefighter from Michigan. He enjoyed fishing at the lake, but standing for long periods on the dock often left his calves cramping. His doctor suggested something simple: eat a banana before heading out. Frank followed the advice, and within weeks, he noticed the cramps were far less frequent. Soon he could stay longer on his feet, enjoy his hobby again, and even joked that bananas had given him a second career as a fisherman. Tip: timing matters. Eating a banana before a walk or light exercise helps supply your muscles with the potassium and quick energy they need. Eating one in the evening may also reduce the risk of nighttime cramps. And for those with a sweet tooth, here's a trick. Freeze banana slices, then blend them into a creamy, ice cream-like dessert. It satisfies cravings while delivering leg-strengthening nutrients. Bananas also have another advantage. They are naturally low in sodium, making them heart-friendly. For seniors who need to manage blood pressure, bananas provide the balance of minerals your body craves without adding salt. Plus, they pair well with almost any food. You can slice them into your morning cereal, blend them into smoothies, or spread peanut butter on them for a protein-packed snack. Here's a bonus many people overlook. Bananas help reduce fatigue-related weakness. The natural sugars in bananas, glucose, fructose, and sucrose, are released at different speeds, giving your body both quick and sustained energy. That means you don't just feel an immediate boost, you also maintain stamina over time. This makes bananas an excellent choice for seniors who feel drained after simple activities like walking to the store or gardening. Think of bananas as a daily habit rather than a once-in-a-while treat. Just one banana a day can restore electrolyte balance, protect nerves, and provide the fuel your muscles need to keep going. Over time, this simple routine can mean fewer cramps, stronger steps, and more confidence in your mobility. So the next time your legs tighten or grow tired too quickly, remember that something as simple as a banana can make a real difference. It's a small fruit with a big impact, and it belongs on every senior's list of essentials. Now that we've explored 6 powerful fruits that fight cramps and strengthen your legs, it's time to look beyond the fruit basket. Because while food lays the foundation, your body also needs key nutrients and daily habits to build true, lasting strength. We've just explored 6 remarkable fruits: jackfruit, plums, cantaloupe, coconut water, avocados, and bananas. Each of them carries unique nutrients that fight cramps, restore energy, and keep your legs moving with strength. But here's the truth. While fruits lay a powerful foundation, they're only part of the story. Think of it this way. Your body is like a house. Fruits and basic foods are the bricks, giving structure and stability. But what keeps that house standing strong through time are the beams and reinforcements, the deeper nutrients and habits you practice every single day. Without them, even the strongest bricks begin to weaken. That's why the next part of this video is so important. Beyond everyday fruits, there are 6 essential nutrients that work almost like hidden medicine for your legs. These nutrients don't just reduce cramps in the moment. They protect your muscles, joints, and circulation for the long run. They help you fight muscle loss, keep inflammation low, and give your legs the resilience they need as you age. And after that, we'll explore 5 daily habits that act like a safety net. They don't require expensive supplements or fancy routines. Instead, they are simple changes in how you move, eat, rest, and hydrate. Yet together, they can transform how your legs feel day after day. So if you've ever thought weak legs are just part of getting older, I encourage you to stay with me. Because the fruits we just discussed are only the beginning. What comes next will show you how to turn everyday nutrition and lifestyle into powerful tools that protect your independence for years to come. Nutrient 1. Protein. As we grow older, one of the earliest signs of aging often shows itself in the legs. Climbing stairs feels harder, long walks become tiring, and even standing up from a chair can require more effort than before. Many people accept this as just aging. But in reality, much of this weakness comes from a gradual process called sarcopenia, the slow loss of muscle mass and strength that affects up to 1 in 3 adults over 60. And one of the most powerful ways to fight it is through protein. Protein is not just for athletes or bodybuilders. For seniors, it is the foundation of mobility and independence. Our muscles are literally built from protein, and as we age, the body becomes less efficient at using it to repair and rebuild. This phenomenon, called anabolic resistance, means that the same meal that once maintained your strength may no longer be enough. Your body now needs more high-quality protein to get the same effect. This is where protein earns its place as the first essential nutrient for strong legs. It provides the raw materials your body needs to maintain lean muscle tissue, which is critical not only for leg power, but also for balance, mobility, and even recovery after illness or injury. Tip: the key is not only how much protein you eat, but also how you spread it throughout the day. Instead of saving most of it for dinner, aim to include protein at every meal. This ensures your muscles get a steady supply of building blocks. For example, start the morning with 2 scrambled eggs or a cup of Greek yogurt. At lunch, enjoy grilled chicken or a bowl of lentil soup. Dinner might include fish, tofu, or lean beef. Even snacks can work for you. Cottage cheese, nuts, or a protein smoothie are simple and effective. There's also a specific amino acid you should know about, leucine. Found in foods like dairy, eggs, chicken, and fish, leucine acts like a switch in the body. When present in enough amounts, it activates the signal to build muscle. Without it, even a protein-rich meal may not fully support muscle growth. That's why foods with high leucine content are especially valuable for older adults. Consider Margaret, a 75-year-old who felt her legs were weakening each year. She had difficulty rising from chairs and noticed her balance was slipping. After learning about protein distribution, she began eating Greek yogurt with nuts in the morning, a tuna sandwich at lunch, and salmon with vegetables for dinner. Within 3 months, she felt noticeably stronger, and her confidence walking outdoors returned. Her doctor even commented on the improvement in her muscle tone. Another often overlooked detail is plant versus animal protein. Both can be effective, but plant proteins like beans, lentils, tofu, and quinoa should be combined carefully to ensure you get all essential amino acids. If you enjoy plant-based eating, pair foods such as rice with beans or hummus with whole grain bread. This ensures your muscles receive complete protein. Tip: seniors with reduced appetite or chewing difficulties can also benefit from protein shakes or powders. A scoop of whey protein blended with fruit and milk makes a simple meal replacement that's easy to consume. Look for powders with at least 20 grams of protein per serving and minimal added sugar. The evidence for protein is overwhelming. Studies suggest older adults should aim for around 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight each day, much higher than younger adults. For a 70-kilogram, 154-pound person, that means about 85 to 105 grams daily. Spread across 3 meals, that's very achievable. Here's a simple trick: build your plate around protein first. Think, what's my protein source for this meal? Then add vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats. This mindset shift ensures you're never short on the most important nutrient for strong legs. Protein is not a magic bullet. It works best when combined with regular movement and exercise, because muscles need both the raw materials protein and the stimulus activity to grow. But without protein, even the best exercise plan cannot fully protect you from muscle loss. So remember this: every time you sit down to eat, you're not just filling your stomach, you're either fueling or starving your muscles. Prioritize protein, distribute it wisely, and your legs will repay you with strength, stability, and independence. And protein is only the beginning, because while it helps build the muscle foundation, the next nutrient goes deeper. It doesn't just support muscle, it calms inflammation, protects circulation, and even shields your nerves. Let's talk about omega-3 fatty acids. Nutrient 2, omega-3. When most people hear the word fat, they think of something to avoid. But the truth is, not all fats are the same. Some fats actually act like medicine for your legs, calming pain, improving circulation, and protecting the delicate nerves that keep you steady on your feet. One of the most powerful of these is omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are found mostly in fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, sardines, and anchovies. They are also available in walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds, but their true value lies in how they fight inflammation, the invisible process that stiffens joints, causes swelling, and makes every step feel heavier than it should. Leg pain, stiffness, and swelling are among the most common complaints of older adults, and chronic low-grade inflammation is often the hidden cause. Unlike painkillers that only mask the problem for a few hours, omega-3s work at the cellular level to reduce the body's production of inflammatory chemicals. Over time, this means less aching, more flexibility, and better comfort when moving. But omega-3s don't stop at reducing inflammation. They also play a direct role in circulation. They improve the function of the endothelium, the inner lining of your blood vessels, allowing them to expand more easily and keep blood flowing smoothly. For your legs, that translates into better oxygen delivery, faster recovery after activity, and less risk of cramps or cold feet caused by poor circulation. Tip: try adding at least 2 servings of fatty fish to your weekly meals. For example, grilled salmon with vegetables or sardines on whole grain toast. If you don't enjoy fish, consider an omega-3 supplement such as fish oil or algae oil, a vegan option. Aim for around 1,000 milligrams of EPA and DHA combined each day, depending on your needs. Take Henry, a 66-year-old retiree who often felt his calves stiffen after just a short walk. He also struggled with cold feet, even in warm weather. After adding salmon twice a week and a daily fish oil supplement, Henry noticed that within 2 months, his legs felt lighter and his feet warmer. His evening walks grew longer, and he no longer had to cut them short. There's also growing evidence that omega-3s help protect nerve health. Seniors who experience tingling, burning, or numbness in their legs often suffer from peripheral neuropathy, a condition linked to poor circulation and oxidative stress. Omega-3s can reduce that stress and support nerve cell repair, helping preserve sensation and stability. Here's a simple way to think about it. Protein builds your muscle structure, but omega-3s keep those muscles comfortable and supplied with the nutrients they need. Without omega-3s, inflammation and poor circulation can silently erode your progress. Tip: beyond fish, you can also cook with oils that contain small amounts of omega-3, like canola or walnut oil. Sprinkling ground flaxseed on your breakfast cereal or blending chia seeds into a smoothie is another easy way to boost intake. The more variety you include, the better. Omega-3s are a long-term investment. You may not feel the change in a single day, but with consistent intake, your legs will become less stiff, your circulation will improve, and even your heart will thank you. So, while protein lays the foundation by preserving muscle, omega-3s protect that foundation by reducing inflammation and keeping blood moving. Together, they form a powerful team for leg health. And we're only getting started, because the next nutrient is not just about muscles or circulation. It's about the framework that holds your legs together. Without it, your joints lose their cushion, your tendons weaken, and every step feels unstable. That nutrient is collagen. Nutrient 3, collagen. Every strong step you take relies on more than muscle. Beneath the surface, your legs depend on a hidden framework of collagen, the protein that holds your joints, tendons, ligaments, and even bones together. Think of collagen as the scaffolding that gives your legs stability and bounce. Without it, the entire structure weakens. As we age, collagen production naturally declines. By the time you reach your 60s or 70, the signs become clear. Stiff knees, aching joints, less flexibility, and even that grinding or creaking feeling when you move. Unlike muscle loss, which can sometimes be rebuilt with training, collagen decline is slower and less visible, but just as serious. This is why collagen deserves a place among the essential nutrients for leg health. Supplementing with collagen peptides gives your body the raw materials it needs to rebuild what time has taken away. These peptides are small, easily absorbed chains of amino acids that travel through your bloodstream to your joints and connective tissues. Once there, they act like messengers, stimulating your body to produce more of its own collagen. Tip: collagen doesn't work alone. It needs vitamin C to activate the process. Without vitamin C, your body can't efficiently make or repair collagen, no matter how much you consume. That's why pairing collagen-rich foods or supplements with citrus fruits, berries, or bell peppers is so effective. A simple example: take a scoop of collagen powder in a smoothie with orange juice. Clinical studies confirm the benefits. People who took collagen peptides daily reported less joint pain, better mobility, and even improved bone density over time. Imagine climbing stairs without wincing, walking longer distances without stiffness, or bending down without feeling unstable. That's what consistent collagen support can do. Take Alina, a 72-year-old who loved gardening but had been slowing down because of her knees. After 3 months of daily collagen powder mixed with her morning tea, alongside a slice of lemon for vitamin C, she noticed she could kneel and stand with less discomfort. She told us it felt as if her joints had been oiled from the inside. Collagen is not just about reducing pain, it's about preserving movement. When your joints glide smoothly, your tendons flex without strain, and your ligaments remain resilient, you gain the freedom to live actively without constant worry. Tip: aim for 8-12 weeks of consistent collagen intake to notice real benefits. The most common dose is 5-10 grams daily. Collagen can be derived from bovine cow, marine fish, or porcine pig sources. Marine collagen is praised for its absorption, while bovine collagen is the most studied for joint and bone health. Collagen is also found naturally in foods like bone broth, chicken skin, and fish skin. But because these foods aren't eaten often in modern diets, supplements are a practical option for many seniors. Here's a helpful upgrade. Don't think of collagen as just a supplement. Think of it as daily maintenance for your legs, much like oiling the hinges on a door. Without it, stiffness builds slowly, until one day even simple movements become difficult. With it, you restore smoothness, stability, and resilience. Collagen may be invisible, but its effects are not. Every strong stride, every stable step, and every pain-free bend depends on it. Now that we've covered the framework that holds your legs together, let's turn to the next nutrient. This one doesn't just support the structure, it powers the very energy your muscles need to move. That nutrient is creatine. Nutrient 4, creatine. When you hear the word creatine, you might think of bodybuilders or athletes. But the truth is, creatine is not just for the gym. It is one of the most well-researched nutrients in the world, and its benefits for seniors are powerful, especially when it comes to restoring leg energy and strength. Here's why. Creatine is stored inside your muscles, where it acts like a quick energy reserve. Every time you rise from a chair, climb stairs, or take a brisk step, your muscles call on creatine to help regenerate ATP, the molecule that powers contractions. Without enough creatine, movements feel slower, harder, and more tiring. As we age, our natural creatine stores decline, which is why fatigue and reduced leg power become more common. But here's the good news. Studies show that supplementing with creatine can significantly improve lower body strength, walking speed, and even balance in older adults. When combined with simple resistance training, like chair squats or light weightlifting, the results are even stronger. Seniors who added creatine to their daily routine regained muscle power, improved their ability to stand up quickly, and even reduced their risk of falls. Take Daniel, a 70-year-old who noticed that standing up from the couch had become a challenge. He began taking 3 grams of creatine monohydrate each day, stirred into his morning tea. Within a month, he reported not only more energy in his legs, but also greater confidence walking outdoors. His family noticed he moved more steadily, and Daniel himself felt like he had gained back years of strength. Tip: the standard dose for seniors is 3-5 grams of creatine monohydrate daily. There's no need for loading phases or cycling, just consistency. Mix it into water, tea, or even a smoothie. Taking it with a meal improves absorption. Creatine doesn't just help muscles, it also supports bone health. Stronger muscles exert more force on bones, stimulating them to stay dense and resilient. That's especially important in the legs, which bear the weight of the body and are most at risk of fractures. Emerging research also suggests creatine may support brain function, offering another layer of protection as we age. Many seniors hesitate to try creatine, worried about safety. But decades of research show that when taken at proper doses, creatine is safe, even for older adults. Minor water retention can occur at first, but this usually settles quickly and is not harmful. Here's a simple way to remember creatine's role. Protein builds your muscles. Collagen supports your structure. Omega-3 protects your circulation. But creatine gives your muscles the energy to use it all. Without it, you may feel like a car with strong parts but no fuel. Tip: for those who want an easy routine, add creatine to your morning beverage alongside a protein-rich breakfast. Over time, you'll notice tasks like walking, lifting groceries, or climbing stairs feel less exhausting. Creatine is not a quick fix, but most people notice changes within 3-4 weeks. Think of it as a daily energy deposit for your legs. Each dose builds a stronger reserve, giving you more confidence to stay active and independent. So while collagen restores the framework of your legs, creatine powers their movement. And that leads us to the next nutrient, one that has been quietly supporting joint health for decades. It's not flashy, but its benefits for your knees, ankles, and cartilage are remarkable. That nutrient is glucosamine. Nutrient 5, glucosamine. Glucosamine may not sound exciting. It's not colorful like fruit, nor trendy like avocado toast. Yet for decades, glucosamine has been one of the most trusted nutrients for joint health, especially in the knees and ankles that carry us through life. Think of it as the building block your joints quietly depend on every single day. Here's why it matters. As we age, the cartilage that cushions our joints gradually wears down. This thinning leads to stiffness, swelling, and pain, especially during weight-bearing activities like walking, climbing stairs, or standing for long periods. Glucosamine works by supporting the natural repair and maintenance of that cartilage, while also helping to keep joint fluid thick and smooth. The result: joints that bend more comfortably and legs that feel less heavy. Unlike quick pain relievers, glucosamine doesn't just mask discomfort. It provides the raw materials your body needs to reinforce joint structure from the inside. This makes it especially valuable for seniors who want lasting mobility instead of short-term fixes. Take Richard, a 74-year-old retiree who had nearly given up his daily morning walks because of knee stiffness. After starting a glucosamine sulfate supplement, 500 mg daily, he noticed gradual but steady improvements. Within 8 weeks, his knees no longer cracked with every step, and he regained the confidence to return to his morning routine. Tip: glucosamine works slowly. Most people need 4-8 weeks of consistent use to feel real results. The standard dosage is 500 mg per day, often divided into smaller doses with meals. Patience is key, but the payoff is worth it. For even better results, glucosamine is often paired with chondroitin, another compound that supports cartilage health. Together, they act like twin protectors for the joints, reducing stiffness and improving mobility. However, even glucosamine alone has shown benefits in long-term studies. Here's a useful habit: combine glucosamine supplementation with gentle stretching. Movements like ankle circles, seated knee extensions, or calf stretches encourage circulation to the joints, enhancing glucosamine's effect. Think of it as oiling the hinges of a door while also moving the door back and forth to keep it smooth. It's also important to note that glucosamine is generally safe, but people with shellfish allergies should check the source of their supplement, as some are derived from shellfish shells. Thankfully, many plant-based or synthetic options are available today. Glucosamine's strength lies in its ability to provide stability. You might not feel an overnight change, but over months the difference builds. Fewer aches, smoother steps, and stronger confidence. It's a slow but steady investment in keeping your legs reliable. Here's a premium insight. Joints don't just need support when they are already in pain. Starting glucosamine early, before joint damage becomes advanced, can help preserve mobility for years to come. Seniors who use it proactively often find they maintain flexibility and balance longer, reducing the risk of falls. So, while creatine powers your muscles, glucosamine protects the hinges and cushions that let those muscles move smoothly. Together, they form an essential team for steady, pain-free legs. And we're not done yet, because the final nutrient in this section comes not from joints or muscles, but from a golden spice used for centuries in traditional medicine. Modern science now confirms its remarkable power to reduce inflammation and protect muscles and nerves. That nutrient is curcumin, the active compound in turmeric. Nutrient 6, curcumin. For centuries, turmeric has been used in traditional medicine to soothe pain and support healing. Today, modern science confirms what our ancestors already knew. Its active compound, curcumin, is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories available. And for aging legs, that makes it a game changer. Inflammation is often the silent force behind aching knees, sore calves, and stiff ankles. Unlike the sharp pain of an injury, this kind of chronic inflammation builds quietly over time, wearing down joints and muscles until every step feels heavier than it should. Curcumin works at the root by blocking enzymes and signaling molecules that trigger inflammation. The result: less swelling, less pain, and more comfortable movement. But curcumin's benefits go even further. It also acts as a potent antioxidant, neutralizing free radicals that damage cells. This helps protect not just muscles and joints, but also nerves. For seniors who struggle with tingling, burning, or numbness in their legs, often linked to poor circulation or neuropathy, curcumin offers an extra layer of protection. Consider Anita, a 68-year-old who battled morning stiffness for years. Climbing out of bed felt like lifting weights, and walking across the kitchen made her knees ache. Her doctor suggested adding a daily curcumin supplement, and within 6 weeks she felt a noticeable shift. Her joints moved more smoothly, the stiffness eased, and she regained her morning independence. Tip: curcumin on its own doesn't absorb well in the body. That's why it's best paired with black pepper extract, piperine, or taken alongside healthy fats like olive oil or avocado. Many supplements now include these combinations to maximize effectiveness. A common dose is 501,000 mg of standardized curcumin extract daily, though results depend on consistency. Here's another trick: cooking with turmeric. Adding a teaspoon to soups, stews, or stir-fries not only enhances flavor, but also provides a steady background dose of curcumin. While it won't be as concentrated as a supplement, regular use still supports long-term health. Curcumin also shines in conditions like osteoarthritis and tendinitis, where inflammation in joints and connective tissue makes movement difficult. Clinical studies have even found that curcumin can work as effectively as ibuprofen for arthritis pain, without the gastrointestinal side effects that often come with long-term use of medication. That makes it especially valuable for seniors seeking gentle, sustainable solutions. Beyond pain relief, curcumin supports recovery. Seniors who stay active may notice soreness after walks or exercise. Curcumin reduces this post-activity discomfort, encouraging consistency in movement. After all, the stronger your legs, the more freedom you have in daily life. Tip: if you prefer a natural beverage, try golden milk, a soothing drink made from warm milk or plant-based alternatives, turmeric, and a pinch of black pepper. Enjoying this in the evening not only delivers curcumin but can also become a calming bedtime ritual. Think of curcumin as a shield. It doesn't just reduce today's pain, it protects your legs from tomorrow's stiffness and nerve damage. It keeps you moving, helps you stay active, and preserves the independence that matters so much as the years go by. So now, we've covered 6 fruits and 6 essential nutrients. Together, they form a powerful toolkit against leg weakness, cramps, and inflammation. But nutrition alone is not enough. To unlock the full strength of your legs, you also need to focus on daily habits, the simple choices you make every day that determine whether your legs grow stronger or weaker. Up next, we'll reveal the 5 daily habits that act like natural medicine for your legs. These are not complicated routines but practical steps you can start right away, no matter your age. We've talked about 6 fruits that fight cramps and weakness. We've uncovered 6 powerful nutrients that protect your muscles, joints, and circulation. Together, these foods and nutrients create a strong foundation for healthy legs. But here's the truth: what you eat is only half the picture. The other half is how you live every day. The small choices you make, whether you sit too long, move often, drink enough water, or get proper rest, have just as much impact on your legs as the foods you eat. Think of nutrition as the bricks that build your house and daily habits as the roof that protects it. Without those habits, even the strongest diet cannot fully protect your legs. That's why this next part is so important. We'll go through 5 daily habits that act like natural medicine for your legs. They don't require expensive equipment or complicated routines. Instead, they are simple, practical steps you can begin today. Each habit is backed by science, easy to follow, and proven to make a difference in how your legs feel, move, and recover. Here at GoldenAgeHealth, we believe that health is not built by big changes once a year. It's built by small, consistent actions every day. These habits may seem simple, but when practiced together, they create powerful protection against weakness, cramps, and decline. So let's begin with the most fundamental habit of all, the one that keeps muscles alive and strong no matter your age: movement. Habit 1. Movement. If there is one daily habit that can protect your legs more than any other, it is movement. Muscles thrive on use. The moment we stop challenging them, they begin to weaken, a process that accelerates after the age of 60. This decline is not destiny. It is simply the body responding to inactivity. And the good news is you can reverse it. Too often, seniors believe that weakness in the legs is an unavoidable part of aging. But research shows the opposite. With consistent movement, even light exercises, older adults can rebuild and maintain strength, improve balance, and regain confidence in their daily lives. Why movement matters? It prevents sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. It improves circulation, ensuring your muscles and nerves receive the oxygen and nutrients they need. It enhances balance and coordination, reducing the risk of falls. It keeps your joints flexible, reducing stiffness and discomfort. Let's start with the basics. You don't need a gym membership or heavy weights to keep your legs strong. What you need is a commitment to move every day in ways that challenge your muscles, even gently. Tip: mini moves for daily life. Practice standing up from a chair without using your hands. Repeat this 5-10 times to strengthen the thighs and hips. March in place during TV commercials to keep blood flowing. Hold onto a chair and rise up on your toes 10 times to strengthen your calves and improve balance. These small movements may not seem like much, but they are powerful when done consistently. Think of them as movement snacks for your muscles. Just as your body needs regular food, your legs need regular movement throughout the day. For those ready to do a little more, add resistance training. Simple bodyweight squats, light ankle weights, or resistance bands provide enough challenge to stimulate muscle growth. Even gentle lunges or step-ups on a low stair can be transformative. Tip: balance builders. Many falls happen because stabilizing muscles around the ankles and thighs become weak. To prevent this, stand on one leg while holding onto a chair for support. Hold for 10-15 seconds, then switch sides. Try gentle Tai Chi movements, which improve both strength and reaction time. Flexibility also plays a key role. Stiff hamstrings, tight calves, or rigid hips limit your stride and increase the risk of strain. Just 5 minutes of stretching each day can make walking smoother and reduce the chance of injury. Tip: flexibility routine. Stretch calves by leaning against a wall with one foot behind the other, holding for 20 seconds. Stretch hamstrings by sitting on the edge of a chair and extending one leg forward, gently leaning until you feel the back of the leg lengthen. Open hips with a seated figure 4 stretch. Place one ankle across the opposite knee and lean forward slightly. Cardio is another piece of the puzzle. Walking, cycling, or swimming are excellent low-impact ways to keep legs engaged. Walking in particular is powerful. It keeps muscles active, stimulates circulation, and supports bone density. Even 15 minutes a day makes a difference. Take Ruth, a 76-year-old who believed her walking days were over because of leg weakness. She began with just 2 minutes of chair exercises daily, slowly adding more over weeks. Within 3 months, she was walking to the corner store again, something she hadn't done in years. She described it as getting her freedom back. The secret is not intensity, it's consistency. A few minutes of movement every day is far better than one intense session once a week. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't wait until your teeth are dirty to brush. You do it every day to prevent problems. Movement works the same way. So here's the challenge. Choose one movement snack you can do daily. Add a stretch in the morning, a short walk after lunch, or a chair stand before dinner. Over time, these small actions add up to stronger legs, better balance, and greater independence. Protein, omega-3s, collagen, creatine, and glucosamine build the foundation of your legs. But without movement, they have no reason to grow stronger. Muscles respond to what you ask of them, so keep asking and they will reward you. Now that we've unlocked the power of movement, let's turn to the second habit, nutrition. Because the food you choose each day is not just fuel, it's medicine for your legs. Habit 2. Nutrition. Exercise may be the engine that builds strength, but nutrition is the fuel that powers it. Without the right foods, your muscles weaken, recovery slows, and your body struggles to maintain the strength you need for everyday movement. For your legs, food is not just energy. It's the foundation of mobility, protection, and long-term independence. One of the biggest mistakes many older adults make is not eating enough protein. As we age, our bodies process protein less efficiently, which means we need more of it to maintain and rebuild muscle. Yet, many seniors fall short of the recommended daily intake, unknowingly accelerating muscle loss. Think of protein as the cement that holds your foundation together. Without it, your legs cannot stay strong no matter how much you exercise. Tip: the colorful plate rule. A simple way to ensure proper nutrition is to fill half your plate with colorful vegetables and fruits, 1/4 with lean protein, and 1/4 with whole grains or starchy vegetables. This ensures your body receives a balance of protein, vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Key nutrients to prioritize for leg health. Protein: eggs, chicken, fish, tofu, beans, lentils, yogurt. Calcium and vitamin D, dairy products, leafy greens, fortified foods, and safe sun exposure. Calcium strengthens bones, while vitamin D helps your body absorb it. Anti-inflammatory foods: fatty fish, nuts, seeds, olive oil, berries, and leafy greens. These reduce inflammation, protecting your joints and muscles. Magnesium and potassium. Bananas, avocados, plums, and leafy greens support smooth muscle contractions and prevent cramps. Tip: timing matters. Instead of eating most of your protein at dinner, spread it evenly throughout the day. A protein-rich breakfast, like eggs or Greek yogurt, primes your muscles for strength from the start. At lunch, add lean meats or legumes. By evening, your muscles have been supported all day, making recovery more effective. Another important factor is hydration through food. Water-rich foods like cantaloupe, cucumbers, and oranges not only keep you hydrated but also deliver essential minerals. Seniors often underestimate how much water and electrolytes their bodies need, and food can quietly close that gap. Let's not forget the power of spices and herbs. Turmeric, ginger, garlic, and cinnamon have natural anti-inflammatory properties that ease muscle and joint discomfort. Adding them regularly to meals enhances flavor and supports recovery. Take Helen, a 70-year-old who often complained of leg heaviness in the afternoons. She began following the colorful plate rule, swapping processed snacks for fruit and adding a piece of salmon twice a week. Within 2 months, she noticed her energy lasting longer into the evening and fewer cramps disturbing her sleep. Tip smart swaps. Replace cookies with plums or apples. Swap soda for coconut water. Choose whole grain toast with avocado instead of white bread with butter. These small changes create a ripple effect that strengthens your legs from the inside out. Remember, food is not just about filling your stomach, it's about building your body. Every bite you take is either helping your legs grow stronger or quietly weakening them. By choosing wisely, you take control of your strength, balance, and independence. So far, we've built strength with movement and fueled it with nutrition. But there's another piece many people overlook: rest. Because strength is not built during activity. It is built when your body has time to recover. That's the next habit we'll explore. Habit 3, rest. Most people think muscles grow stronger when we exercise. The truth is they grow stronger when we rest. Exercise is the spark, but rest is the repair. Without proper recovery, your legs never get the chance to rebuild the tiny muscle fibers that have been stressed during activity. For seniors, this makes rest one of the most underrated yet essential habits for preserving leg strength. When you sleep, your body releases growth hormone, a natural repair signal that stimulates muscle regeneration and bone formation. If sleep is cut short or constantly disturbed, your muscles remain fatigued, your reflexes slow down, and your legs gradually weaken. Over time, this lack of recovery not only accelerates muscle loss, but also increases the risk of falls and injuries. Studies have shown that older adults who sleep less than 6 hours per night often experience greater difficulty with mobility compared to those who get enough rest. In other words, every lost hour of sleep is a missed opportunity for your legs to regain their power. Tip: create a restful routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time each day. Avoid caffeine after mid-afternoon. Dim lights in the evening to help your body prepare for sleep. Limit screen time before bed, as blue light disrupts natural sleep hormones. Even short daytime naps can help restore energy, especially after physical activity. A 20–30-minute nap is often enough to recharge without interfering with nighttime sleep. Tip: sleep position for leg comfort. If you're a side sleeper, place a pillow between your knees to reduce hip and knee strain. If you sleep on your back, placing a pillow under your knees can ease pressure on your lower back and legs. Rest doesn't only mean sleep. It also means alternating intense days with lighter ones. For example, if you take a long walk one day, choose stretching or gentle yoga the next. This allows your muscles to heal and grow stronger instead of remaining in a constant state of fatigue. Take Samuel, a 73-year-old who loved walking but pushed himself to do the same long route every day. He often woke up with sore, heavy legs. After learning to alternate, walking one day and doing chair stretches the next, his soreness eased, his endurance improved, and his legs actually grew stronger because they had time to recover. Here's another overlooked detail: poor sleep contributes to inflammation. When the body is deprived of rest, inflammatory chemicals rise, leading to stiffer joints and more discomfort. That's why seniors with restless nights often wake with aching legs. Improving sleep doesn't just boost energy, it reduces the silent inflammation that makes your legs feel older than they are. Tip: evening wind down. A warm cup of chamomile or turmeric tea, a few minutes of light stretching, or even quiet breathing exercises can signal your body it's time to relax. These simple rituals prepare your muscles and nervous system for deep, restorative sleep. Think of rest as the partner to exercise. Movement challenges your legs. Nutrition fuels them. But rest is the quiet builder working in the background, ensuring all that effort translates into strength. Without it, progress stalls. With it, every step becomes lighter, steadier, and more confident. Now that we've unlocked the power of rest, let's move to the next daily habit, one that seems simple but is often overlooked: hydration. Because water is not just for quenching thirst, it's the lifeblood of your muscles and joints. Habit 4. Hydration. Your muscles are nearly 70% water. Every step, stretch, or climb depends on proper hydration. Yet many seniors underestimate how much fluid their bodies truly need. By the time thirst is noticeable, the body is already running at a deficit, and the legs are often the first to show it, feeling heavy, stiff, or prone to sudden cramps. Dehydration doesn't just cause dry mouth. It slows blood circulation, limits oxygen delivery to muscles, and allows waste products like lactic acid to build up. The result: muscles that fatigue faster and seize into painful cramps, sometimes in the middle of the night. Tip: the clear glass rule. Use a clear glass or bottle and aim to refill it several times throughout the day. Seeing your progress makes it easier to stay consistent. A simple goal is 6 to 8 glasses daily, but more may be needed depending on heat, activity level, or medication use. Hydration also matters for your joints. Every joint in your body contains synovial fluid, which cushions and lubricates movement. When water intake drops, this fluid thickens, leading to friction, stiffness, and discomfort with every step. Keeping well hydrated ensures smoother, more comfortable motion. Take Irene, a 69-year-old who often woke with stiff, aching legs. She believed it was arthritis alone until her doctor pointed out signs of dehydration. By making a habit of drinking water in the morning with meals, and after light walks, she noticed her stiffness easing within weeks. She described it as her legs waking up again. Tip: upgrade your fluids. Plain water is essential, but you can also hydrate with herbal teas, broths, and water-rich foods like oranges, cucumbers, or cantaloupe. Coconut water is an excellent option on hot days, as it replenishes electrolytes like potassium and magnesium. For those who dislike frequent bathroom trips at night, the solution isn't to stop drinking. Instead, adjust the timing. Drink more in the morning and afternoon, and reduce intake an hour before bedtime. This keeps hydration steady without disrupting rest. Another benefit of hydration is its role in preventing cramps. Electrolytes such as sodium, potassium, and magnesium are all dependent on fluid balance. When you are underhydrated, even if your diet is good, these minerals cannot do their job properly. Restoring fluids brings balance back to the system. Tip: morning reset. Start your day with a glass of water before anything else. Overnight, your body loses fluids, leaving muscles slightly dehydrated by morning. Replenishing first thing sets your legs up for smoother, stronger movement all day. Hydration may sound simple, but its impact is profound. Proper fluid balance improves circulation, eases stiffness, prevents cramps, and boosts energy. It is one of the cheapest, easiest, and most powerful ways to keep your legs strong and reliable. So far, we've moved our bodies, fueled them with nutrition, respected the power of rest, and renewed strength with hydration. Now, let's turn to one final daily habit, the hidden culprit that weakens legs silently: prolonged sitting. Habit 5. Avoid prolonged sitting. The human body was designed for movement. Your legs especially are built to carry you, support you, and keep blood flowing from head to toe. Yet modern life often keeps us sitting for hours, watching television, reading, working on the computer, or simply resting in a chair. Over time, this habit becomes one of the most damaging for leg health. When you sit too long, the large muscles in your thighs and calves essentially switch off. Without use, they begin to shrink and weaken, a process known as disuse atrophy. Circulation slows, blood pools in the lower legs, and swelling or heaviness sets in. The longer this continues, the higher the risk of clots, stiffness, and muscle decline. For seniors, this silent process can quickly accelerate frailty. Tip: movement snacks. Don't wait until your legs feel stiff. Stand up every 30–60 minutes, even if only for 2 minutes. Walk to the kitchen, march in place, or simply shift your weight side to side. These short movement snacks reactivate muscles and restore circulation. Consider Thomas, a 72-year-old who spent long afternoons watching his favorite shows. Over time, his legs began to feel heavy, and walking short distances left him winded. At his doctor's suggestion, he began setting a timer to stand every half hour. At first, he just stretched his calves or did a few heel raises. Within 2 months, he reported less heaviness, better stamina, and even his doctor noticed improved circulation. Tip: integrate movement into daily life. Stand while talking on the phone. Do gentle stretches during commercials. Use stairs instead of elevators when possible. If balance is a concern, try seated exercises like leg lifts, ankle circles, or resistance band work. It's easy to assume that a daily 30-minute walk is enough to counteract long hours of sitting, but research shows even regular exercisers can still experience muscle decline if they spend too much of the day inactive. The truth is, sitting isn't the enemy, staying still is. Breaking up sitting time is as important as formal exercise. Each time you stand, stretch, or walk a few steps, you're sending your legs a message. Stay alive, stay strong, stay ready. Tip: 2-minute rule. Every hour, dedicate 2 minutes to moving your legs. March in place, rise up on your toes, or take a few steps outside. Over the course of a day, those tiny intervals add up to significant protection. Avoiding prolonged sitting is not about eliminating rest. Rest is essential, as we discussed earlier. The key is balance, alternating sitting with short bursts of activity so your muscles never fall completely silent. Think of your legs as engines. Even when not in full use, they need to be started regularly to stay in working order. Allow them to sit idle too long and they rust. Keep them active throughout the day and they'll remain dependable for years to come. With this 5th habit, we complete the circle: movement, nutrition, rest, hydration, and breaking up long periods of sitting. Together, they form the daily lifestyle that protects your legs as powerfully as any medicine. And now, let's bring it all together with a conclusion that will remind you why these steps matter and how you can start today. Your legs are more than muscles and bones. They are your freedom, your independence, and your connection to the world. Every step you take represents strength built over years, but also strength that must be protected as you age. We've uncovered a full roadmap for keeping your legs strong and pain-free. 6 fruits that prevent cramps and restore vitality. 6 nutrients that fuel, protect, and rebuild muscles, joints, and circulation. 5 daily habits that act like natural medicine, keeping weakness and stiffness at bay. Together, these are not just tips, they are a lifestyle, a system that, when practiced consistently, can transform how you move, how you feel, and how confidently you live each day. Imagine yourself a few months from now, walking longer without stopping, climbing stairs with ease, and sleeping soundly without painful night cramps. These are not distant dreams. They are the natural results of daily choices that anyone can make starting today. Tip: start small, build strong. Choose just 1 fruit, 1 nutrient, and 1 habit to focus on this week. Add a banana before your morning walk, a glass of water after lunch, or a few chair stands while watching TV. Over time, these small actions grow into powerful routines. At GoldenAgeHealth, we believe aging should not mean losing strength. With the right foods, nutrients, and habits, your legs can remain powerful, steady, and ready for the life you want to live. So here's our final challenge to you. Don't wait until weakness forces you to act. Start now. Invest in your legs today, because the choices you make at the table, in your kitchen, and in your daily routine will shape the strength you carry into tomorrow. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button. It truly supports our mission to share these life-changing insights. Subscribe to Golden Age Health and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next tip designed to keep you strong and independent. And don't forget to share your stories in the comments below. We read every single one, and your journey inspires others in this community. Age doesn't have to mean slowing down. Your legs can stay strong for years to come. The key is consistency. So, start today, keep moving forward, and step confidently into a healthier future.